The last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California. And now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs, you know? Come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go play a basketball game. You realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check. 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
Steve Kerr, of course, lost his father to gun violence. There was an outpouring of reaction across the sports world. LeBron James tweeted, "My thoughts and prayers goes out to the family of the loved ones lost, injured at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas." Like, when is enough enough? These are kids, and we are putting them in harm's way at school. Like, seriously, at school, where it's supposed to be the safest. Meanwhile, Celtics star Jason Tatum breaks my heart hearing this news. No parent should ever have to lose their child. Praying for the families of those kids and the teacher. This is devastating. Here's more reaction from Steph Curry and Natasha Cloud of the Washington Mystics.
It's kind of hard to, stay focused on going out and playing basketball and knowing, what happened, in this state. And I got kids, send them to school every day, drop them off. And you feel for the parents that are, going through what they're going through. I can't even imagine the pain. So for Coach to come up here and say what he said, and every word that he said was powerful, was meaningful.
This game doesn't matter. The 18 lives and the number is going up by the minute. The 18 lives that were lost today from senseless gun violence in Texas at an elementary school. We're talking about our kids not being safe to go to school, and our government is still not implementing sensible gun laws. This isn't about taking people's rights away from bearing arms. This is about putting sensible gun laws in so this doesn't happen again. Please check on your loved ones. If you see crazy online, please send it to someone, send it to the police, send it to anybody. But if our government's not going to do our job, then we got to do our job and come together as a community, because this is absolutely ridiculous at this point.
Stephen A., I tweeted a picture of the faces of those little children, and it's just devastating. This is the 212th mass shooting in 2022. It's been widely reported. We're 144 days in. 27th school shooting. You heard LeBron say school should be a sanctuary, places of worship. We had senior citizens in Buffalo going to the grocery store. It's a crisis, and it should be a bipartisan issue. This is about human life. And when did it become so cheap? And I know you're sick to your stomach as well.
Without question. And it's pretty difficult to talk about sports today. We'll do it anyway. It's part of our job, and we'll do that later on. It's very, very difficult. I was listening to Keyshawn Johnson talking about not wanting his kids to go to the mall by themselves. I relate to what he's saying because I have two daughters, and I don't allow them to go to the mall by themselves. And teenagers, I'm not letting that happen because of the crazy world that we're living in. And that's something to be brought up. There's no question about it. Your heart goes out to the family and the loved ones of these kids, and then to watch the news and to see a little 8-year-old boy here, little 10-year-old boy there. They said most of the kids who were killed were 10 years and younger. Actually, all of them, along with the two adults. So we're talking about children. And Doggy, I know you can relate to this because I remember listening to your show years ago when the tragedy took place at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut. On that particular day, 28 people were killed, 2 more were injured. the shooter, Adam Lanza, if I remember correctly, he had murdered his mother prior to going to the elementary school and killing kids. And so this is not the first time we've seen this happen. We've seen shootings in Colorado. We've seen shootings in Florida. We've heard about all of these things. We've seen it. It's absolutely positively tragic. And I want to applaud the Steve Kerrs of the world, the Greg Popoviches of the world, the Steph Currys of the world, the LeBron James of the world, the Natasha Clouds of the world. And the list goes on and on of athletes and sports figures who want to bring attention to this issue. Let me crystallize it for us even more. It is important that we recognize that no one is engaging in hyperbole as they express themselves emotionally.